Hi everyone, it's HKChess here, and in this video we're going to cover endgame number 9 of the book 100 endgames you must know. So in this endgame we again have rook versus knight, but the side with the knight is trapped in the corner. So the book suggests that if the side with the knight is trapped in the corner, there is literally nothing to continue for, and the side with the knight will lose, and there is no value to studying these endgames because these are just losing. For example, in this endgame, white is to move, and white has only 3 moves with the knight, and that's all about it, and every move just loses the knight, and that's just it. And in the next position, something like this, black is to move, but once black moves, again, white can only move his knight, because if king f1, then rook e1 checkmate. So again, something like this, and then again you lose the knight, and you're just done for. So we can even show it, but there is literally nothing to show for here, just easy endgame. And even if your knight is on a g2, which we call the knight's dumbest square, this is still losing for the side with the knight. The knight has to move, because if king g1, then rook a1 checkmate. So but the knight is pinned again, and that's just it. So this is the whole point of this endgame. If you are playing rook versus knight, and you're the side with the knight, you should do everything in your power to not get stuck in the corner, because then you're just going to lose the game. And now the book presents an endgame from a real game that was held in Sofia 2006 between Kamsky with the yellow rating of 2671 and Backer with the yellow rating of 2708. So basically two very strong grandmasters, two super grandmasters, just to show you how difficult it is to defend these endgames and play these endgames. So in time trouble, of course. So this is a product of pawn and king versus rook and king, and this pawn is promoted to a knight. And if black would promote to anything else, this would be checkmate. So this is just to give a check, and once king moves, black tries to draw this endgame somehow. Because this is a well-known draw, and this is basically a draw, and even the engine agrees that this position is a draw, but this is not easy to play this endgame in time trouble in a practical manner. So white decided to continue on and try his luck. So Kamsky with the white pieces is to move here, because his king is in check, and we're not going to dwell along about every move, because the book suggests that it is not recommended for you to know this endgame by heart, just to show you how difficult it is, and just for you to have some kind of an idea of how to play this endgame, because this is basically the last two endgames in one endgame. So white is to move, king g3, get out of check, and knight d3, rook g2, threatening the knight, knight d1, going back, rook f2 check, king g1, rook f8. Keep separating king and knight, and this is pretty much forced, because this would result in checkmate, and these two would just lose the knight on a couple of moves. So this is pretty much forced, and king f3. This is still a draw in this position, but now black makes a move, king f1, and this is a losing move, but white doesn't realize it right away, because they're in time trouble, I suppose, and just goes back. And again, now he realizes that it is a losing move. Black thinks that white just wants to repeat and get a draw, but no, the winning move for white here is the zugzwang move, rook f7. Now if king g1, the rook g7 and would win the knight, and that's it. So black plays knight e1 check, king e3, and king e3 with check, king g1, and king e2, knight g2, rook h7, and knight f4 check, king f3, knight d3, and rook h4. Just trying to limit the squares the knight can jump into somehow. Knight e5 check, king e2, king g2, rook e4, knight f7, rook e7, just threatening the knight, knight d6, rook g7 check, king h3, and rook f3. So now this is a sort of checkmate, and black goes king h4, king f4, again so checkmate, king h5, and white cannot go king f5 because the knight protects it, and rook e7, just limiting the squares the knight can jump into, and knight goes knight c4, rook e6, again limiting the squares, knight d2, knight b3, king g3, just going after the knight, king g4, rook c4 check, king g3, and rook c3, just threatening the knight, knight f5, king e4 check, king f2, king d5, just going after the knight, knight b7, rook b3, threatening the knight, knight d8, and now rook b8. And now the knight is trapped because these three squares are covered, and if knight f7, then just rook f8 would win the knight. So this is the whole endgame phase of this game. If you are interested in the whole game, just leave a comment below. I will be happy to cover the whole game. And that's it. Thank you. See you in the next video.